You're not gonna do anything. So, look at my eye. It's huge and gross. Babe says no more makeup. Yeah, I kind of agree. This is painful. I don't like that. I mean, and on top of it, I have a cold. So, I got ran over by a reindeer and the rest of Santa's sleigh early. He's like, yeah, motherfucker, try to put makeup on again. Let's see what happens. No, not the other eye. Not my good eye. Hey guys, welcome to the vlog. Sorry if my eye is gross and repulsive. This is my vlog, and this is what's going on in my life. So it started off as putting on makeup, and then it just got red and itchy and awful. And now I'm in the hospital waiting for an eye specialist. And yeah, it sucks. Like, my eye is completely swollen. It's nasty. I'm hoping that the eye specialist is going to say it's okay. So I was in the hospital for 2 days. Basically got to the ER on Monday, and then they kept me Tuesday into Wednesday today. And they let me go, thank God. I had a virus in my eye, which is why it's all red. And that basically blocked a gland, made it all swollen. And then a blood vessel burst in my eye, so that's why it's all red. Yeah, it sucks. And I stink because I didn't take a shower while in the stinky kids. Oh yeah, turn on the air. But actually my hospital experience was not that bad. Like, everyone was super nice. Made sure that I was not in pain. And they had crunchy ice. And if you know anything about me, you know that I like chewing on ice. Isn't that right? Yeah. Yes, I do. Alright, well. Guess this is the end of a very long vlog. But tune in for more for my recovery. Thanks for watching. Bye. Hello, it's me, Sarah. So, as you can see, my eye is still red. Let's get a close up. Ew. Oh, so nasty. Gross. Okay, so, let me give you, like, a rundown, because, you saw all the clips together. I was in the hospital. It started off as, like, okay, remember that night where I'm like, oh, it's Friday, I'm going to a party. Well, I put on makeup, and fucking hell it went sideways. And, yeah, so I put on the makeup, I had a good time, and then that night when I got home, I felt like there's literally something under my eye. And I'm like, great, what the hell did I get in there? And so I took off all my makeup, and it was just red. And I'm like, oh God. So I flushed it out, made sure there's nothing in there. And then the next morning, it was like a little bit swollen. And I was like, oh, great, I have pink eye. Like, no one likes pink eye. Um, and then, oh, and then another day went by and it got swollen bigger and bigger and bigger. And as you can see in the clips, it was huge. So the third day passed it. Well, okay, so it's like on the third day in the morning. I wake up and it's literally just like a fucking golf ball. Sorry for my language. And so I looked and there was like a bubble. Like, okay, imagine the eyeball has like a really thin layer, like the skin of the eyeball, right? Well, there was a bubble on the membrane. So I'm like, okay, we have to go to the ER. So we went into the ER, and when the doctor saw, she's like, oh, okay, well, let's do some tests. So first she took all my blood, and she's like, okay, well, you have a virus. And I'm like, okay, well, I'm also sick with a cold, so it's, something that I expected to have. Um, and And then she's like, okay, let's do this other test where we see if there's any scratches on the surface of your eye. I'm like, okay, that's a good thing. Let's check that. So she takes this little strip, and I guess it has dye on it. And I open up my eye, and she puts the strip like in there, and she kind of like drags it to get the dye in there. And so I'm like, oh God. And so I'm like, oh God. So I'm like, oh God. And she comes back with like this like UV thing that has like this UV lights, right? And then it has this magnifying glass. So she's like up in here, like, hey, what's going on? And like, so I'm like, okay, I'm moving it around, and it's huge at this point, right? And so she says, good news, no scratches. That's good. And then she's like, but there's a gland up here. And because this whole thing is swollen, I'm concerned that the swelling is also inside of your eye, like the inside the eye socket. And if there's so much pressure, it can affect your optic nerve. So I want to take you in for a CAT scan. And I'm like, wait, this is just like a pink eye kind of thing. Just give me some drops and I'll go home. Yeah, so little did I know that I was gonna have a CAT scan. Excuse me, I'm filming at night, so I'm a little tired. Yeah, so I had a CAT scan. That was crazy. Like I've never had, like I had one major surgery, and other than that, not really been inside of a hospital. So got the CAT scan. They put iodine in my body. They injected it, and they said that it would make my body feel really, really hot. But I already had a fever, so I didn't really feel that I got hot. But they also said that you might feel like you peed your pants. But I'm like, already went pee, so I'm good. But yeah, it was a little nerve wracking because like you're laying down flat and you have to keep your head in this thing, and then it puts you into this like circular machine, and inside that machine there's like this thing that's going around taking multiple layers of your skull. And so yeah, that was interesting. That took like probably 5 to 10 minutes. It was really fast. And then they're like, oh, so listen, we're gonna keep you overnight, we're gonna admit you. And I'm like, I have to stay in the hospital for this? Oh man. Yeah. So I stayed in the hospital 3 days and 2 nights. That sucked. Um, and then the second night, I saw the eye specialist, and he said that it was this long word that has to do with the gland right here swelling, and then um, yeah, and then he's like, okay, well, see me in a week or whatever. So I made an appointment for next Monday, and oh, and the reason why my eye looks so scary is because all the pressure, all the swelling made a blood vessel burst. So that's why I have the demonic eye. Yeah. And I missed working at Black Friday, which I'm like happy about, but I'm also like, damn, I just started this job. Why? Alright, guys. Well, I think that's it. Um, Thankfully, my husband was there the whole time I was in there. So, yeah, that's my emergency eye. See you later.